Good morning. Hello, hello. How are we doing today? Trying to get my Switch 2 to be all like, hey, I recognize the controls. Oh my gosh. The members are coming out. Scott, hello. Kara, hello. Belle with the 17 months. Yes, self-care, absolutely. TKC, hello. Dragonborn Hank, don't worry about it. We love our lurkers. I mean, that's the whole point of a villager hunt, to just enjoy the antics and just be along for the ride. And Scott, enjoy the movie. Oh my gosh. Space Walrus, hello. Deacon, hello. It's good to see you. Yeah, usually, I stream just before you do. How are you doing, man? It's good to see ya. Hold on. Hello, hello. Yoshi, hello. Diesel, hello. Hi, friends. Oh gosh. Whoa. Hold on. Here's a random cat cameo. A random cat cameo. Hello. How is everyone? Let me do a quick shout out for you, Decon. How you doing? Good channel. One day we're gonna be able to be like able to do the same thing that we do on Twitch, where you can just be like a shout out with just clicking at people. You be lurking too? Time to make a nom? Yeah, make a nom, y'all. Make a nom. So, I am gonna be super honest. I've been feeling really bad that I've been unable to stream on Fridays multiple weeks in a row. I got sick, for those who don't know. The Bab gave me his petri dish of a bronchial thing, although I think I got less of the brunt of it than he did. He ended up having to get on medication, get the miracle shot, be on antibiotics, and I just kind of had like the sleepies. So we're doing okay in that regard. But I was hoping to get started on an art project today, but I think we're going to save that for Wednesday and Friday because we're just going to get settled back into the weekly routine. Helena, hello. Yeah, for YouTube, I had to build Steam Deck bottoms for shoutout links. Oh, I need to actually put together my Stream Deck. That's a thing I gotta do. But hello, PC Brian. We like to do a couple of things on the Artsy Gamer. Wow, I'm sounding like a somebody on the radio. Hello, friends. We like to do a couple of things. We like to talk about our weekly goals and weekly wins. We just got back from getting back from vacation and we are back to working out and exercising, which is really exciting. I wasn't able to, unfortunately, the school only has 4 treadmills. I know, the privilege, the absolute privilege and audacity. And one of them is broken and all 3 of them were taken. It was so sad. So we had a shorter workout, but I've been trying to get like into like pull-ups because I've never been able to do a pull-up before. So maybe I'll do that. And I also broke my Korean streak last week because I got sick and I didn't care. But I am hoping to finish officially the game development course that I've been working on for literal months. It's been taking me a lot longer. And hopefully by the start of August, at the very least, I'll actually incorporate what I learned from that to make the prototype game. And I don't know if I'll make that into like a members only stream. That will help me be accountable, I think, by having people come hang out with me. But I get so frustrated and so scared of like featuring the stuff I don't know, but maybe I should do it anyway. I just had a tennis tournament over the weekend and I had to pull out the doubles, but I ended up winning 2 trophies. Congrats. Wow, I could never. My stepfather's a really big tennis player, still is, nearly 70 years old at this point. And he really wanted me to get into tennis, but the joke he makes is that any sport that he played, and he played a lot of them, like tennis, he coached women's rugby, field hockey, all of that, it's like, I wanted no part. My legal win was going to the gym with my buddy and lifting more than him. How sore are you today? Out of curiosity, you talked about being sore or anticipating it. You got to go to the big stampede and rodeo in your province. Think state fair. Only went to the midway with the rides and the food. Heck yeah. And you're nomming on some taquitos. They're a bit spicy for my colitis. Has been able to handle the level before, or hasn't been able to handle the level before. And you can handle it. That's awesome. Rainbow Yodel, hello. That's so cool. That's awesome. What was the a weekly, I guess, hope that I had? Getting back into Korean and at least getting started with the sketches. But my goal is to finish the game dev course today at the very least. And I talked about it last week, but I started writing a book, a novel, Yeah. I'm not going to like get into it because I don't know if I'll ever like finish it, but I'm hoping that having like a rotation of things that I can be creative with will help me be motivated to do all of them. And I know that's like an ADHD like rabbit hole of hyperfixations, but I have 3 right now, and that's what I'm sticking with. Tammy, hello. Tammy, did you get your letter yet? Did you get your card? I hope you got your card. I sent it a while ago, but I hope that you got it. He was over for D&D yesterday and was whining a little about. I mean, that's what is the point of the gym if not to appreciate sedentary lifestyles, right? Right? Like the joys of the soreness is to not be sore anymore. But we also like to do like incentives known as a bubble break. We're already there. So thank you for 11 likes on the stream. We'll get started with a, why is this so low? Why am I so, there we go. That's just weird. Anyway, so friends, at every 10, an additional 10 likes, so 10, 30, 60, 100 math, we like to do a mindful moment of taking a deep inhale and exhale together while I blow bubbles. So grab some water, take your meds. I have coffee. I have water. I've eaten breakfast. I've taken vitamins. Lay shock. I exercised before 9 a.m. I am doing well. But if you need to get up and stretch, I know that the evening for a lot of people means that winding down. So if you need to like just chill out, that's okay. NC post is horrific? Really? I did not think that it would be horrific. I am shocked. I am shocked. But anyway, your win is to finally finish one of my books that I'm writing. Kalina, I love that everyone's like getting into writing. That's really cool. I know at least 3 people, Hub's not included. But yeah, so friends, let's reassess our posture. Whatever you are able to do physically, you know your body best, but a lot of us are often in the office goblin position because our chairs aren't often ergonomic. So reassess your posture, get them as straight as your queer selves, I'm sure, can handle. Turn your body from side to side. Oh, I'm creaking cracking. I have an amazing win. I've been looking since March and I have a new job. Let's go. And your book is at, look at how many, okay, put a 1 in a chat if you're presently like writing a novel, doing some episodic work and posting it online. Like put a 1 in the chat if you're doing that. I want to know. Luxie, hello. Oh my gosh. Yep, 1. I haven't done any writing today or yesterday, but I did parse out how I'm going to introduce. Oh my gosh, there's so many writers. That's wild. That's so cool. Yeah, I don't know if I will talk about my story. Maybe I will talk about my story. But anyway, so we're going to take a nice big belly breath inhale. Be sure to unclench this beautiful jaw. I know that there's a lot of stress and gestures wildly, but like unclench this beautiful jaw, friends, and do a nice big belly breath inhale. Rainbow, that's awesome. You keep reading. And exhale. We have actually another weekly win. My son, who, I mean, children are brilliant, and I'm not saying that my child is a genius above everything else because we're still struggling with putting shoes on without help. But he's actually starting to spell out words. He hasn't gone to the point of like spelling out and then sounding them, but we're practicing the whole concept of just sounding things out, phonics, and you know, playing around with that, and it's been really cool to watch. Anyway. And I've also, oh my gosh, I'm trying to think of how many books I've read so far, including HubSpot's chapters. I've been working through Terry Pratchett's works. I'm currently on Men at Arms, and I've read Legends and Lattes and Bookshops and Bone Dust, which are really fun, like low stakes, high fantasy. It's about an orc. It's really fun. It's super, super gay. So highly recommend it. But yeah, let's like get into it. All right. Oh, geez. We should probably change this. I'm hoping in my heart of hearts that this didn't time travel past a day. Okay. Yeah. No, we're on the right time, but we're going to make this. Yeah, we'll make it actually like the time that we're here. And I also need to move all of you over to this other screen so I can read it. But I also must ask the most important question of the day. How's everyone doing? I honestly think that Divergent is better than the Hunger Games. Did I recommend them to you, or no, I found them independently. Sir Terry Pratchett, may he rest in peace, was the reason I made it through, what's it called? My master's degree. Actually, Husma and I read through Terry Pratchett together while we were long distance. You're villager hunting for someone yellow? I mean, I have someone yellow on screen. You can't have him, though. Okay, so when we last left our mess, because I moved things around, I think, since we all last saw Lagom. And so the Able Sisters is in the right place. Gonzo and Sylvana are in their right places. We have a queen being a queen. Who else? I moved Vesta, and I was trying to think whether or not I wanted to have Vesta in front of the Able Sisters, because I liked the idea of having like an outdoor laundromat. But this is kind of what I have so far. It's still a mess. Do not perceive. But I also think I want to forego my whole like going back into like major custom codes for pathing and actually just use in-game pathing. Is that wacky? Is that wild? I kind of like it. Oh, no. I got that from another gaming buddy. So this is the current layout, and yeah, I'm really digging in-game pathing right now. It's normcore as heck, and I don't care. I don't care. I logged into Animal Crossing with 300 Nook Miles and 300 bells and an empty plot, and so I want a villager hunt. I'm tempted to use an amiibo, but I can't because hard mode. Oh, you're in hard mode? Do not perceive. Of course I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you my shame. This is what I did with the Able Sisters, and oh, the market. Okay, so hold on. Also, I'm itchy. I really like what I've done with this. I'm not sure how to make this a little bit more industrial looking, but I kind of like it a little bit more homey. But anyway, I'm really digging the in-game pathing right now. I don't know why, but I appreciate it. And this is the market that I ended up building behind the Able Sisters. So I think you all were right. I think having like a little market right here and making it smaller was the strategy. And we're going to be tearing all of this down. Like all of this down. So that's gonna be super fun. And we have our sweet girl, who is actually really delightful. Her birthday was during the fishing tourney, so we got to celebrate her birthday as a new member of the fam, and she's really sweet. Actually, I really like her. Normcore is such a vibe right now. It is, and I think what I love most about returning to like the early 2020 roots is that we have so many years of amazing people creating and sharing, and so it's like these builds were definitely inspired by other people, but you don't need a bunch of codes in order to make your island feel immersive. I mean, it certainly helps, but I don't think it's necessary. Oh wait, hello. There we go. So who we're looking for, Sprinkle has left us, and I was thinking of maybe doing either a Peppy or a Sisterly that I've never had before, or if Frigga comes back to this villager hunt, we're taking her immediately. Don't care that we're gonna have 2 snooties, 3 normals, we're taking her, okay? And if she's on the first ticket, that's just how it is. I used to find the snow in Animal Crossing boring, but it goes so well with your island. Oh yeah, no, what I love about winter is that it allows for you to really minimalize your build, so it feels like everything is just covered in snow and you're hunkering down. And it allows for you to really just like play around with decorating in a way that you didn't consider before. So I really like winter now. The summer has always been really hard for me because I'm like, oh my gosh, this is too green. But since I've really embraced a lot of trees, I really like it. I really like it. I've embraced butt fruit. Oh, here's another weekly one, I guess, or a weekly thing, is that I helped my son start an island that has like him as the avatar. and we've been working on making his island islandy. And he has villagers that I've never had before. He had Mac as his starting jock, and I was so jealous. I struggle with the snow boys. I want the Nook Mile achievement. Yeah, I was able to do the Nook Mile achievement for casual crossing, which I thought was really fun. But it's definitely a learning curve. I didn't even do that on purpose. When did the whole butt free thing start? I know it's been a while. That did not come from me. I didn't start that. I think it was just, you know, they look like butts, and if you look at the palm trees with the coconuts, that's also of a questionable variety. I mean, if we want to get spicy, this stream, I'll show you. All right. My problem with snowboys is that sometimes they just don't go together, so I have to move them, and they're no longer the correct size. Do you want to know a trick for that? You put the snowball that's too big on pathing, like on dirt pathing, and I'm on top chat like a scrub. You put that on pathing, and it lowers and makes it smaller. Do not, not the coconut tree scandal. Oh, we're gonna coconut tree scandal. Tybalt, oh my gosh. The coconut tree scandal, ready? Tell me that the people who designed this tree did not know what they were doing. You can try to convince me. Try to convince me. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. All right, do we have any DIYs that we can possibly take? Like watermelon emojis were used for... Really? No way. TIL. I did not know that. All right, well, we don't need anything. So, Tybalt, it was good to see ya. Wait, wasn't somebody looking for a yellow villager and I got a yellow villager on the first island? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. That's so rude. I did not know that. That's funny. I know about the eggplant emoji. I didn't realize that there was a different equivalent. Oh, that's funny. That is so funny. Why must I... Rainbow, I'm so sorry. Watch me get, like, just all yellow villagers. Just to be like, hey, Rainbow. Nintendo is, like, looking at you being like, hey, Rainbow. Oh, man. I want to know I need Pietro, but I have even turned... but I haven't even turned on my Switch in over a week. Oh. Back in the early days of texting. I didn't really start... like texting until college. Like I don't know if I've told people this, but I didn't have a smartphone until I was my mid-20s, and that was only because my job required me to post things through social media on my phone, and I wasn't very good at it because I didn't have practice. And so a lot of the old, or like the upcoming technology was very foreign to me until recently. Like I don't use Instagram really. You know, I'm not really on social media to the extent that I think a lot of other people are. I mean, I'm on it a lot, but I try to not be. Also, Tammy, if this is Pietro, I'm so sorry. Just letting you know. Hippo, what the heck? Rainbow, I'm not doing this on purpose. I swear to Nintendo. Be distracted by the coconut booba, okay? Just do not perceive. Do not perceive. That is so rude. Yellow villagers are following me? No, seriously. Seriously. I got my first flip phone when I was already out of my parents' house. My first bug not showing up, and now this. Oh, wow. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Rainbow, they really just, like, said, and screw you in particular. All right, who do we want to guess is the next yellow villager? Let's see, we could be Mira, sure. Joey, maybe it's Joey next. Are there any yellow peppies? Like specifically yellow peppies? Annabelle is orange, I think, right? Are there any yellow peppies? Oh, Twiggy is yellow. There we go. Yeah. Watch it be Twiggy. I've never had Twiggy, so that wouldn't be a terrible addition. Or Piper. We could always use a bird. That'd be fun. You wanted a flip phone so badly. There's a lot of nostalgia for the old phones coming back. Like, the way that phones used to literally look like the old digital cameras where you could flip them and so you could actually use them as a digital camera. My favorite phone, which I, unfortunately, for the first time ever, during college, I put my phone in my pocket and I washed it. And I don't know if I had used my roommate's phone, but I was crying to my mom going like, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to do it, I'm usually really good with my phone. And she was like, well, you were due for a new phone anyway. I'm like, but I you know, I felt really bad. But that was the one, Kaylee, hello, where it's like you could like flip it up a little bit and there was like the little keyboard. Mayor, hi Artsy, you did a really cool crop layout that looked organic and it inspired me for my crop area and I'm so pleased with how it came out. Awesome, I love that. Oh, the like the diagonal one. I don't know who suggested that to me, but that was definitely an early suggestion from someone in the chat like a few islands ago, but I'm glad that it worked out for you. I remembered Twiggy because someone got me off on a tangent thinking about villagers that work as Pokemon, and Twiggy works well as the yellow Oricorio. And Kaylee, I'm sure, did I say hello to you? But how are you doing, Kaylee? How was your, how's your pupper coffee island going? How is that going for you? Let's see what that do. Oh, no, stop it. I do not miss trying to text via mashing the number keys multiple times. Yeah, no, that was a time. I got really good at that though. Good, we did some code shopping finally and made a pretty big mood board. That's awesome. Yeah, I saw the thumbnail. It looks like that was a really fun time. There was a an add-on that I guess was removed from Androids where you could move your hand, like just like when you were typing, you could like just move your finger from either like keyboard letter and it made it so much faster, and I guess the patent got lost. You did find one? Swipe, okay. We should put that on our phones. But yeah, it allows for you to type faster. Swipe typing, yes. Who am I looking for? And oh my gosh, Belle. What? That was delayed. Well, Belle, thank you for becoming a member again, I guess. I'm looking for a Peppy or a Sisterly that I've never had before. Or if it's Frigga, because I love Frigga, and I'm okay with just having a mess of an island and having her be on it. So basically, just we're looking for a lady. And apparently yellow villagers because this game hates rainbow, so. I never use that. I think it's just muscle memory of normal typing. I got the flip phone solely because of the nostalgia, and the swipe typing is the best, especially because the typos are amazing. Oh yeah, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know, I miss phones being used as phones. I really do. But, you know, I use my phone mostly for communicating with people, so, or watching YouTube videos while exercising. Like, that's basically it. Alright, we have Dobie Poo! Oh my gosh, Dobie is the newest addition on my son's island, by the way. So he has a grandpa. He has an adult on that island, which is sorely needed. Alright, do we have any DIYs? Wait, did I open the DIY here? I did not. Hair rug, already know. I'm over taking calls on my phone at the moment because of all the job hunting. Oh yeah, no, I bet. I definitely had to get over being able to, like, I used to have severe phone phobia, or talking on the phone, because I had really bad experiences on talking on the phone. But recently it's like, I think in your 30s, you just don't care. the buildup of calling is more of the issue than actually talking to somebody. And so I'll do like a treat to myself, like, you're gonna make this phone call, you're gonna make this appointment, you're gonna be the adult, you can do it. Well, this is communicating though, Diesel. It's communicating. My phone is a Pokemon Pocket TCG machine, and that sharing pics from my PS5. I love it. I hate talking on the phone. In my old job, I used to get screamed at. Oh, you did not deserve that. Oh man. Yeah, that's a way to hate talking on the phone forever. I also feel that with the emergence of like better technology for communicating, that I actually really do like face-to-face, like camera talking with friends and family, because it's like, although we're not able to be together in person, we're able to see faces. And you know, my parents and HubSpot's parents can see our son growing and like talking, because you know, kids at that age aren't really talking, and so it's really cool to be able to see them. What's the best way to contact you? Email, no calling? Absolutely. Absolutely, 100%. I prefer email, although I'm not really good at checking my email. Mostly because I have like 3 different emails. I have mild anxiety calling places except for my bank. They rock. Never had a bad interaction with them. Yeah. Oh, snake. Wow, we're getting a lot of boys today. But we broke our yellow adjacent streak, so I think Rainbow, you're cured. Gotta love getting screamed at through my experience, and the person and the lady did come back a week later and apologize. Yeah, it's I think what I love about 2025, there's not a lot of love about 2025, but what I love about 2025 is that people are holding other people accountable for bad behavior, for the most part, in like normal everyday situations. And realizing that bullies really do just like back down when they are confronted with like, you are being you're not acting your age right now. And I really like that. Yeah, no, email and text in general for record keeping is so much better, because unless it's like, this call may be recorded for quality assurance purposes, it's like you're not sure who can it's basically a he said, she said, they said sort of situation. I had ones that made me cry, they sucked, but I try to remember that it's a them an issue, that they them. Oh my gosh. I wish I could do that, but I just ended up crying. Oh no. You started to talk to them like they were a toddler. Oh my gosh. That's so funny. I'm amazed that worked. I should try that next time. No one should listen to my voice on record. I hate those ones. Oh no. Ooh, we got is this Hardwood Island? And ooh, we're entering into like into the forest sort of situations. We should start a musical. Into the woods. All right. Hello. We have Deidre. Okay, we had Deidre on the island last year. I don't think I want to take her. I don't think I want to take her right now, so I think we're just gonna go, and I hope that she's having a good time camping, glamping, whatever it is. I don't know how she got up there, though. Gentle parent, the Karen. Oh no, absolutely. I do think that bullying has been normalized through social media. It's also, I have a really hard time being a content creator. I actually feel really uncomfortable referring to myself as a content creator. I refer to myself as an artist, a gamer, a streamer, or whatever, but I have a really hard time with that because it feels that a lot of our interactions have to be made really plasticky, and that we tend to forget that, I mean, yes, we have a good portion of accounts that are bots and AI and just problematic, but we tend to forget that people across from the screen are people. And it's a lot easier to be mean when there's no in-person disciplinary action or consequences. And we've gotten to the point where social media isn't about being social, it's about that passive income. It's about, you know, the likes, the views, the validation of the thousands of strangers on the internet instead of actual in-person connections. Or, well, yeah, in-person connections. This is in person. So I fully agree with that. It's really a shame. And there's also not really a boundary with intergenerational interactions. And I do believe in the importance of having intergenerational interactions, but there's no real place for kids to be awkward without it being like, hey, oh, my girl Renee, oh, my lipstick lesbian bae. Oh, no, we've already had you. But yeah, I think that's why I've refrained from a lot of the social media as it is now, because there are people who say some really cool things on Threads, for example, and then they're like, follow for more, or like, go to my website and sign up for things. And I'm like, yeah, that is definitely a strategy for business and growing, but I don't like how that makes me feel. It feels like someone came to my door with a thing of cookies and then it's like, would you like to sign up for a subscription for blah, blah, blah? And I'm like, well, no, I just really like what you're doing. Oh, Kalina, we were talking about the impacts of social media and bullying and, you know, the fate of the world through technology, the usual. Yeah, no, the monetization of everything, it has absolutely ruined hobbies. And I think that's why I've been really sitting with video game development, right? That game development has taken me so long to feel comfortable even talking about, because it's not something that I don't come to it naturally to be like, oh, I broke my game in a cool way. How do I not deal with it without like crying hysterically? Because oftentimes when I break my game, I start crying. So it's really hard to talk about it and still like share it. But, you know, if someone wants to do a Kickstarter or a Patreon for building things or for doing for doing work, not actual work, but like for doing work, I don't have a problem with that. But the monetization of the whole creative process ruins the ability for people to share their works in progress and starting out. And that's where I think AI slop is taking over, in that we can't be imperfect online. It has to be something so worthwhile that it's monetized. And I hate it. By the eating of this cookie, you agree the harvesting of your soul. I mean, we could play Hades. That's fine. That's fine. It's a new vacuum salesman. Yeah, that's absolutely right. And like, listen, I've absolutely monetized YouTube. I don't make a lot of money on YouTube, but I've absolutely monetized YouTube. And what is with the boys today? Like, listen, can we be a girl? Can you consider? You can be whatever you want, but like, can you be a girl though? Anyway, but I realized that one of the major reasons why I burnt out over comicking, like making comics, is that I monetized way too early. I put myself under unrealistic expectations of where I was in my understanding of how to make comics. And instead of just like shutting up and doing the thing, I was trying to appease Patreon. And it's not like my Patreon backers weren't great. They were really understanding, but I felt like I had to output more and more in order to deserve their money, because I wasn't at the quality that I felt that I should have been with making money. And it made me realize that that's what's really destroying the artistic camaraderie and community online, is that instead of people working to be better, and, you know, selling art is totally fine, but it's like everything has to be monetized for it to be worthwhile. And that's the only way that the algorithm works these days, and I hate it. Curly is now Curlet's sisterly. I still say the hate for truffles would be significantly reduced if she was a sisterly. 100%. I'm just saying. Also, if Agnes comes back, I think I'll take her, because I've missed Agnes. I do miss sea legs though. Yeah. I realized with sea legs that the story, like I had like the whole story pretty much from beginning to end. And Sea Legs was my comic, by the way, for those who don't know. It was about a marine biologist who discovered that there was undersea life and that there was a whole ghost murder mystery and everything. And it tied back multiple generations, and it was a time. Anyway, but I didn't realize how much work went into being like a solo comic artist. And I'm doing the same thing with game development, and so my whole focus isn't like, I want to start my game officially in 2026. That's my goal. And I'm not doing it specifically to like make a Kickstarter and make money. It's that I want to make a game with a story that means something to me. I know there's a lot of controversy with TikTok, but they've made it almost unusable with all the TikToks. Oh yeah, no. Everything's an ad. And it's just... Oh, hi. Seriously, all the boys. We'll call him Gruffa. Gruffa. There we go. Also, how do we feel about Gruff? I have never had him on an island, I don't think. He seems like he needs a different outfit. The man needs a different outfit. My stories are usually just the character's life, but a little bit of fantasy and science fiction. Oh, that's cool. How do people hunt for 100 tickets? I'm at 30, I need a break. I don't do 100. I can probably do 50. And then I just... I give up. Gruff is a no. Well, Kaylee, I have been biking a lot. I have been walking a lot. My glutes are like... They're fruit breaking. I'm just telling you right now. So yeah, probably. Probably. Gruffa's my adorable zombie goat king. Yeah, no, like... That, and I was never a TikTok person because it felt like... There's a lot of great TikTok people, right? I know that Tori Phantom is on TikTok. I know that there's a lot of informational people on TikTok that I really like. I like that there's a platform for short form content, long form content that allows for people to see things. But at this point, the whole point of social media is to get as many views and money as possible instead of sharing things that you enjoy. And that's really sad. That's really sad. I never got into TikTok. I wasn't really a fan of the energy. It felt, and this is not a criticism of people who use TikTok. I feel like the energy of the majority of the users on TikTok are very young. And I feel that there isn't a lot of moderation of said content on like really any social media platform, but on TikTok it feels like it can really spiral out of control for negative use, if that makes any sense. And that can be for any social media thing, but TikTok was never for me. Nikuru, hello. I'm such a bad resident representative. I keep missing my villagers' birthdays. Tricky's birthday was literally on Saturday and I completely forgot. You are at a tennis tournament. You could time travel and wish her a happy birthday. I've done that when I've missed birthdays. Hello? Wait. Hello? Wait, have I had Muffy before? Have I had Muffy before? I think I briefly had Muffy for a weird farmcore island. She's a sisterly that I did not have for a long time, as far as I know. So, we could do a poll, because 83% of you love to do polls. And we can see whether or not we take our girl. My mom makes TikToks about the LGBTQIA plus community and being disabled, and she got banned because evil people... no, exactly. It's like, there's so much... There's a lot of good about social media platforms like TikTok in the sense that you can have immediate streaming and content when things are not okay, right? Like if you were seeing natural disasters, if you were seeing war, that like this can be actual documentation about what's going on in the world. I think that's incredible. The problem though, and I think I want to do a video on the impacts of AI in creative spaces, but also just on social media. Because I think that that would be a really great conversation to have. All right, take Muffy. TikTok and social media platforms really need to be better about how they handle things like minion gore trend. I don't like that. But here, do you want to know something that's worth celebrating? YouTube has demonetized AI content in the sense that if it is fully AI content, it cannot be monopolized. So all of that AI slop with those shorts where you have a lot of like different background things going on that you have no idea what the context is, and there's like AI voiceovers, that there has to be a certain degree of actual human interaction with the content for it to be monetized, which I was like, yes, queen, thank you. And I sincerely hope that we make that a standard across all platforms, because AI slop is a pain. By the way, I think, Diesel, you were the one talking about John Oliver talking about AI slop, and I watched that while I was at Costco over the weekend, and it was excellent. You currently have Muffy as your starter. Do you like her? Do you like her? 50%. You all are terrible. I love you, but you're terrible. What's with the 50-50? I don't like that. Somebody needs to break it. Oh yeah, you want to see Muffy? She is a goth. She's a goth girl. We love goth over here. Hold on, where is she? Hello? I think I've had her briefly. Not enough where I like had her for a long period of time. I would not mind having her, if that helps. Wait, where is she? Hello? She disappeared. She just yeeted. Yeah. She's a purple, yeah. Here, we'll take a look. 57% is a yes. Short version is a filter applied to very violent videos, always keeps the original victim. Oh no, that's gross. I don't like that. The only villager I don't like is Al. He freaks me out. I mean, you don't want John Travolta on your island? What do you mean? What do you mean? Also crimes, this dang dog, slobbery mouth, bane of all socks, and I have to throw my whole foot away. Yeah, alas. Have dog be amputated. That's about right. 60% saying yes. I mean, this does mean we will have to actually decorate the island. How dare you? It's the eyes. My least favorite villager in the whole game is Limburg. My least favorite villager... Well, that's the other thing. I was thinking about, like, giving Frank a chance again. I don't know why. But... There's just some villagers that just don't wow me. Like, Shino doesn't wow me. Raymond is okay. Like, he's nice. He's fine. I've had a few villagers where I was just like, you're okay. You're okay. Genji, I had some weird, like, dislike for some reason. I don't know why. Who's Frank? You heard Frank? Short, round goth queen? Oh, yeah. So, here, I'll tell you my story. So... When I started Animal Crossing, I'm just going to say that we're taking Muffy. That's totally fine. We can do something really fun with Muffy. When I played this game in 2020, I decided that my goal was to have every villager personality and none of them were the same species. So that was my villager hunts, is like, I'm just finding a villager that has the right voice and we don't have a species on the island. I was trying to be like, you know, learning all the things. And so Frank was, I think, either my 10th villager. He may have been my 10th villager. And from the start, he was really like, he was always inside. And listen, we love introverted indoor people, okay? Like, but he wasn't friends with many people. And the one time I saw an interaction, he literally just like bit Graham's face off, and I was like, you do not talk to Graham like that. And that is like the start of the beef. He has not done anything else. He was fine, but when he left, I was like, you can go. But I have not had him since the 2.0, and I feel like a lot of villagers that I didn't like in 2020 and since before the 2.0 update, that I feel like they've had some changes, you know. But we now have our girl Muffy, which is really exciting. Frank is daddy. I'm tired enough to admit it. Oh my god, Hank, no. No, don't be like that. Frank Hunt challenge. Frank's the daddy eagle that's kind of paracoded. Yeah, he has a, like, My joke was that he peaked in high school, and you can tell because his like the interior of his original house is like workout equipment, like kind of like Rocky, where he was going to be a boxer, and then due to some injury, he was like, he would have been prom king, and then he still has the crown because he can't let it go. Like there was this whole lore. Anyway, but there are villagers that I've had on the island since like the 2.0 update that I've actually liked. But yeah. So let's go check and make sure that I got Muffy. I'm pretty sure we did. You got Frank in your campsite once, yes? Yeah. He's like, I'm sure he's fine. And there are people like Hank who like him, and we know there's always going to be a villager, kind of like a Pokemon, where there's somebody's favorite somewhere. But for me, I think what I've realized, I used to be really picky about being hipster, where it's like the really cute villagers like Molly, I was like, she's cute because she looks like a baby duckling. Of course, people are going to love her. But then I had her on an island and she was delightful. And I was wrong. And then there are villagers where I was just like, I don't know how I feel about Biddy. I don't know how I feel about Hippo. And then hard mode happened. So I don't know if Pat's watching. But Pat, it is your fault that I have personal growth, okay? It is absolutely 100% your fault about Hippo. And there are villagers that I like. I mean, I don't gravitate towards them where I'm like, oh yes, I want to have them on every single island. I have my 5 for now, maybe 7. But for the most part, I try to give villagers that either I had for a short time to come back, or I try to have new ones. Oh yeah, the eagle that brought them like back into me liking them was Avery. Avery is my favorite eagle, and for hard mode 2.0, I had, huh? Bubbles can go be punted to the sun. No, I'm sure Bubbles is fine. But Avery and Pierce, because I had an almost all bird island by accident for a volcano research facility idea that I had on a few islands ago, a few years ago, pre 2.0 and then 2.0. But I really like Pierce, and I really like Avery, and I really like Apollo. And Quinn. Quinn's really fun. You have Avery in your... Oh yeah, no, I love Avery. Hard mode is like that, yes. Before Pancake, I did not give Hopkins or Sheldon a second thought, but after that... Yeah, no, oh. Okay. Yeah, there was a lot of hard mode villagers that I had that I really liked. Like, Hamfrey was really fun. I had, like, a cranky crew that was all together that was really fun. There were some of the bears that I didn't give them a chance, but I had to take them. I had Soleil on hard mode. And Soleil, unfortunately, has the same skin color as somebody else. If you know, you know. So I was like, I don't know how I feel about her. But then I was like, wait. She's wearing a sari, right? She's like really festive and maybe has some like South Pacific Asian vibes. And that really changed my feelings about Soleil. Paul and Quinn have been on my island forever at this point. Oh yeah, no. Also, Quinn and... I think it was Pate, were like together during hard mode. Wait, this man has not given me his photo yet, which is very upsetting. Oh yes, the birthday thing. Oh, cool. Does anyone else do this where you give your villagers birthday gifts and then you mail them another birthday gift with a card? I've done that. Anchovy also really grew on you. I want to have Peck on an island at some point. Oh, I can gift her too. That's awesome. You must be so warm in that dress. Girl, you know what? No. We're going to find an outfit for you. We're going to find an outfit for you as I destroy flowers and avoid doing anything regarding cleaning this island. And then we're gonna go. And, oh, let me see. This would be a cute dress on her. I think that'd be a really cute dress. I think we should give this to her. Yeah, let's do it. We'll do the casual chic dress. So cute. All right, is there anything else? No, I think not. I'm gonna grind a couple more Nook Mile tickets and see if I can find a Snooty or a Bear Cub real quick. Do you use amiibos by any chance? All right, where is... And this man Loves the Bunny Day headpiece that I gave him. He never not wears it. Is that even a, that's not even a sentence. He always wears it. There we go. That's a better one. This is a better dress for you, honey. Like, listen, it is summer vibes. She's cute. She's cute though. So much better. Oh, she looks like a little grandma right now. Your fishing vest. Okay. Oh man, if you had literally, I know you don't have Nintendo Online, Hank, but I would have happily given you Ursula last week if you had an open plot. But I guess that means we're decorating, so rude. So rude, by the way. Absolutely rude. Pancake is slowly turning into a massive flower field. Oh, with all the like ignoring the back area, there's so many flowers. Like, there's so many flowers. But Artsy, you can put down a transparent tile and then they won't overgrow like this. I'm aware. I'm absolutely aware. Totally aware. But I don't roll like that. That's not my jam. But let's go say hi to Muffy. And then we'll start cleaning up this area, because this is the area that I disliked the most. And oh, you are a goth queen. Oh my goodness. What's up? I was hoping I'd see you. You know this is all your fault. I started packing the minute you told me about this place. But speaking of, I still gotta unpack, so once that's done, let's hang out. Okay. Oh yeah, we're gonna make this work. We're gonna make this work. We're gonna make this work. June's your favorite? I think I had June once. She was okay. She was okay. All right, let's do some cleaning. Oh, this is gonna be a pain. Oh, I think we used exactly 10 tickets. That's great. Why use transparent codes when you can instead have Roses take Vesta hostage? That's why Vesta's on the beach, though. That's why she's on the beach. She's safe and away from all of that pain. Oh, I meant to get turnips, didn't I? Well, we can just destroy things. That's fine. Destruction. Destruction. And I think I'm gonna keep Marty for a little bit. I don't know if I've gotten Marty's photo, but I want to memorize this part. Right, like right there. Look up, say hi. There we go. Okay. I'm actually really proud of Marty's build, to be honest. Let's do a quick clean. And I love catching these. I already have them, but we're gonna do this another one. And got it. Her catchphrase is Nightshade. She is goth as heck. Oh, maybe we could turn her into like a pharmacist. That would be fun. We don't have a doctor on this island. We should probably have a doctor on this island. Let's see, yep. Apothecary, we could do that. We could have a little witchy queen. That would be super fun. We could also she could sell teas. That's probably dangerous. I think I was planning on expanding this outward this way anyway, so I think let me take a picture of this really quickly. Hi Flick, how are you? I'll take a picture of that. All right. Herbal medicine tea, we can do that. That's totally fine. I do think I want to have, I've been trying really hard to use fencing more. And I think my hope is that I have designated areas of like the residential area. So like this, but all the way down. We need to move this over a bit. So we'll worry about that in a second. And now that I can gift our girl Olive, I can move her, which is awesome. I don't know where to move her though. Oh wait, no, I need to this here. When I had Muffy on Kirkwall, my lore island, she was the lesbian seamstress with a crush on Daisy who ran the bakery. That is so cute. That is so cute. I was also thinking of changing up my street lamps because I have been using the green street lamp, but I think I want to use the round bronze one. Here, let me see if I have it up over here. I think I do. I think I have it by Gonzo's. Hi. Oh, I thought that was Gonzo for a second. Wow. And there's you. You still have yet to give me a photo. I was thinking of actually going back to the street lamp, or maybe being a little quirky and using different kinds of street lamps depending on where it is. I could do that. I could do that. That is a possibility. All right, so I think he's chasing bugs. Love that for you. All right, we were... Sir... Wait, what's your thinky thought? You're looking all over for me. Remember how you wanted a diner apron? Sure. Don't tell me you wanted these. Babes, come on. I love that he calls me babes. You can just hear him say babes, though. Like, babes. You'd be happy with the role I gave one of your enemies? Okay, Ozzy is a villager that I don't like. That's absolutely a note for me. All right, what color is the apron, though? Because then we can give this maybe to... We can give that to our good pal, Marty, I think. Maybe he'll give me his photo. Hi, I know you're catching a bug right now, but hi. Ozzy was the corrupt harbor master who took most of the profits from things sold off the island. Oh, dang. Was he put by the secret beach? Because that's pretty funny. All right, diner apron. Enjoy. Okay. Oh, he looks so cute. Oh, we don't get gifts. He just looks cute now. We're not gonna worry just yet about the flowers, I don't think. And yeah, we're gonna move this down. Okay. No bees. Okay. No bees. No bees. No bees. All right. And no bees. Let's do this. He lived by the docks, but his neighbor was Vic, the weaponsmith, who may or may not have been plotting the unfortunate accident. Love that. Vic is a villager that I've never had before either. It's hard because I have so many villagers that I want to keep on this island, but I also want to have like new villagers. And ew, we got a duck. That's so cute. Right, I think I do this one. I'm also surprised the axe can't be customized. I think everything else... No, the ladder and the vaulting pole can't be. One of my villagers has watering flowers. I have a pink... Oh, that's cute. Do you have the beautiful ordinance up, or is it just your villagers are nice? Ozzy... Not Ozzy. Wow. Ozzy's not even on this island. That's so specious of me. Gonzo loves watering flowers. He's been just... on cloud 9 going, there's so many flowers that I can flower. It's great. 2 and 3. I'm so sorry if this kills you, dude. Oh, you survived. Cool. And then we'll get rid of you. I don't even have 3 stars. I think one of my villagers in nature hobby. That's also probably accurate. You. You. The ones that moved in are Charlize, Lyman, Al, Ava, Shino, Ken, and Butch. Ava may have the nature hobby. No, she may have the education hobby, actually. Okay. Oh wait, we'll just hit this one. Oh, he doesn't hit that one. Okay, well, never mind. And I definitely need a better shovel than this. No. We're getting multiple shovels. Sydney's on deck and I'm about to hunt for 9. Arrow, very fun. Yeah, that was one of our shorter hunts. The zoomies. How dare villagers that I don't particularly like have zoomies and they're super cute about it? That's just so rude. Oh wait, no, I need that. Just kidding. No, I do need that. And for added measure, there we go. But now that we have Muffy on the island, I think it's continuing towards a more like black, white, grayscale. Like this is ridiculous. I think we only have 2 yellow villagers. One that's probably here for a really long time actually, because I really like Graham. But that's funny. Do you have the ducky? I do have the ducky. I do have the ducky as a an item. Alright, I guess we're just gonna... Well, wait. Hold on. Is this... Trying to think how I can be super lazy about this. For those who are better decorators than I, and it's okay, you can raise your hand. There's a lot of you. I was thinking of trying to figure out what to do with this awkward space that I have here. And I was thinking of either continuing the path, the dirt path, or I make sidewalk here. What are your thoughts? What are your concerns? What are your criticisms? I should get the ducky. Okay, I'll get the ducky. I was too lazy and got better tools. Oh, you were too lazy to get the better tools, and so you stuck with the flimsy ones. Well, sticking with the flimsy ones are great because breaking tools is really quick to do, and also if you're working towards your Nook Miles achievements, you can craft more of them throughout the day. So, I mean, that's technically better for Nook Miles. I have 9 Nook Miles achievements left for this island, which is really exciting. All right, how do I want to do this? How do I want to do this? I mean, I could literally, hear me out. I could literally just do this. I could literally just do this. That's an option. Please, in the name of Thomas J. Nookington, there's a bear cover snooty. I mean, yeah, no, I could actually... So this is the sidewalk, right? So I can make this sidewalky, right? I can make this into the sidewalk. That's an option. I could do that. I could do that. I may do that. Come get your boyfriend. Okay, do I... Oh, honey, I need you to... How you doing? I need you to, like, move over, though. Are you working on some roads? What? Thank you for your efforts? This is new. This is new. I've never seen this before. I mean, I have seen from, like, the next day, we're like, oh, I saw you were working on roads yesterday. Good job. That is so cute. That's hard labor, so make sure you take lots of breaks and rest. Wow, truer words were never spoken. Wow, wild. Okay, this may be where it all falls apart. Thank you for moving. I appreciate you. Wow, Graham could never. Graham could literally never. All right, I'm trying to be lazy about this. How can I be of peak lazy without having to move villagers? Oh no, I can't do that because I was going to put fencing over here. Oh no, I was gonna do fencing. That's right. I was going to do fencing with trees. I was curious and looked it up, and surprisingly, there are no snooty bears. There used to be a snooty bear. That was Ursula before they turned her sisterly. My favorite thing is when the Peppies write a song about the vaulting pole called the stick thing. Okay. So, better decorators than I. Options. Options. We can continue having... Because this is very road oriented, and I realized that I was completely ignoring what my plans were, so I can't be as lazy about this as I was hoping. What I was thinking of doing is having either fencing this way or trees along here. And we can play around and see what that looks like together. I probably should have kept those trees, but I didn't because I was a scrub. Charlize and Ursula were snooty, and Paula was peppy. And I love Charlize, but I wish she'd stayed snooty. Charlize as a snooty would have been really... I would have liked her more as a snooty, I think. I would have liked her more as a snooty. I also think, and this is probably a hot take, so you can tell me that I'm correct. I think that Ursula would have been a really good normal because of her eyebrows and always just looking concerned about things. All right, let me see. So we're going to remove this. I can't believe I was like, we're gonna do fencing, and I totally ignored that. Oh, hi, what's up? Can I ask you a favor? I got Vesta a gift, and could you deliver it to me? I think she'd be more surprised if you delivered it than if I handed it. Sure. It's weird, but okay. Vesta will be surprised. She will be super surprised. You're literally right next to her, though. You're like, she's literally, well, oh, hi, Fang. See, also, I love the fact that people are sitting on this thing. They don't often sit on my things, which is great. Savannah was sitting on that one, too. Also, I think I would have liked Paula if she was peppy. My home's your home. Delivery. It's DiGiorno. Not sponsored. Also, pizza sounds really good right now. Yeah, it was all back in the first game when all the 3 bears were going into... That's so sad. Uh-oh. Look at this. It's a sweatshirt. Okay. That's a safe gift. Try it on. What color is it? Ooh. Okay. It looks good. It looks good. Really? Thank you so. I'm glad. Who knew Marty actually had any fashion sense? The shade. I changed, but thank you. Did you wash it? You have a laundromat here. Well, thanks. Pinky Chow Kurt survived. That's a bummer. All right, well, I'm gonna put her outfit over here because clearly we need to wash this. There you go. You can wash that. All right. Oh, Marty, you're welcome. Hey, Highway, good to see you. Delivered the package. How'd it go? She loved it. Try it on. That's real cool. Folks only try on gifts that they like a bunch. I'll have to go see it later. Is this a... This is a very weird start of a friendship / relationship. I don't know how I feel about it. Hopefully it's not a wool sweater. Yeah, wool on wool. That's a lot of wool. That's super woolly. Okay. We're going to test out fence on this side or trees on this side along here and see if I like it. I'm trying really hard to not have to like redo everything, but I'm gonna kind of probably have to, which is really annoying. I once had Eric gift Renee dirty dishes. What? What? Dang. He's like, I literally can't clean. Help. That's wild. I think I'm okay with keeping this here, maybe. Yeah, so we'll just make it a 2-lane. And if I can keep her here, that would be great. Then I wouldn't have to worry about it. The 2 plates of cup. I love that thing. That thing is so helpful. All right, we're going to... Oh, you know what we should do? We should probably make some food so that we can cook things and then just steal all the trees. It's funny when the villagers burn you when they give you trash cans so they thought of you. I mean, in going through like major purges, I am so grateful for trash cans. Like, yes, please make it so that I don't have to pay for trash being removed. I love that, actually. Okay, we're gonna, oh no, I lost money. That's rude. We'll take you. And you, I may actually have food just rotting in my inventory, so we'll see about that. And yeah, I'll just pick my shovel. I also need to be very mindful of my waterscaping, because I do want to have waterscaping actually in the city area, and I have this tendency of just building and not adding water. It's a total Horrorland vibe, if you know, you know. So I think I want to make sure to do something about that. Or like Fang, who shall not be forgiven, who mailed me a pacifier because it was just my style. He was talking about referencing your inner child, okay? That's all it was. It was not anything else, I'm sure. I'm trying to think of like what weird things Fang has sent me. They've mostly all sent me like loungewear stuff. Like, you need to relax. You need to stop being so manic all the time. You had only 9 villagers on my island and there was someone in the campsite, so tomorrow you'll have 10. Who is your campsite person? And also, laser sharp hello. A feeling when an adult, a practical gift is like, oh, nice. Yeah, seriously. Seriously. All right, we're gonna steal you. And steal you. And steal you. Okay. So let's test this out. We're going to put a tree here. Yep. And a tree here. And then a tree here. And then a tree here. And then what we're gonna do is we're going to put a tree on this side instead, not you, not there. And then I want all of y'all's honest opinions about tree placement and fencing placement of, oh, well, we can't actually see that, just kidding. All right, we're gonna move this a little bit lower so that you can actually see it. Thank you for sitting down and validating my placement choices. I appreciate it. What? All the butterflies are out today, also. Realize the Fall Guys has rhinos in it, so that makes sense. It's meringue! Ooh! I've also never had meringue. Meringue is, like, I don't know, I've mentioned this a lot, that I really do prefer villagers that, like, would make sense to see in the wild. Like, Vesta, Antonio, and Fang are all villager species that, I mean, except for Vesta's horns, but for the most part, it's like you will see a cat that has tipped ears. You will see all of those things. Okay, let's put you here. And here. Oh. Okay. We also need to pick which fencing we want. That's gonna be important. Okay. Let me see. Oh, I need to take stuff out. Wendy's house in New Leaf is adorable. Trash cans like socks you appreciate more as an adult as a child. I am not a sock person. I am like, I don't like wearing socks. It's not my jam. You need to finish moving Tipper on your island? Absolutely should. Okay, we're gonna do something a little bit different, I think. Let's try hedges. I mean, that's not different, but let's try these. Been trying to use a bunch of different types of fencing on the island, so let's try... Sure. Sure. Socks while lounging, wash your mouth with soap, that's gross. Socks while wearing tennis shoes at a grocery store, godsend. Oh, well, yes, obviously wearing socks while you exercise or walking, 100%. Love the layout, but every space needs music. I agree. I also need to be better about my music choices on the island. So, okay. Okay. Let's try... Oh my gosh, girl, I am so sorry. I am so sorry. Can I just like move you one more time? I'm so sorry. Yeah, no, please don't be like that. Please don't be like that. Please don't be like that. Thank you. All right, let's try the vertical board fencing. And don't sit. Thank you. 2, 3. Oh. Listen. 4, 5. And then we'll straighten this out this way, like that. Okay. So this is with trees on one side and fencing on the other, but you can't really see the fencing, right? But if we do fencing right here... Oh my gosh, Gonzo, hello. I was at my attic the other day and I thought of you when I found my goggles. No need for such things, so got extra. Rats on the island that had the medium wooden partition DIY in the book stands item, but I'm still passing. Oh, goodness. Right. Okay, he gave me goggles. Okay. Alright. For some reason, I thought that this was going to do something else other than what it's doing. Maybe I need different fencing and— oh! The Greys are talking. Should I try a different fencing, you think? Okay, let's try different fencing. Why don't we try stone fencing? Let's try stone fencing. The stone fencing feels like you can actually see it. Let's see if there's drama. Gonzo tends to get into fights with the normals, and by normals I mean Sylvana. They are messy. It's almost like every other week where it's like, I got into a fight with Sylvana, make it better. Oh, wait. Nope, they're fine. Okay, so we have fencing on that side. And then we got fencing on this side. Thoughts. Opinions. Concerns. Not a fan of the vertical wooden fencing. It's too flat looking. Yeah, I have a hard time with like vertical fencing, period. Like, I like the fencing where it's like this, you know? You can appreciate it, but the stone looks way better. Okay, so the stone looks better, but do we like it where the trees are, oops, sorry, are on this side, or do we like it with the fencing on this side? I forget who it was, but someone on Last Light made Kabuki feel out of touch last week and his sadness broke my heart. Oh no! Oh, balloon. Balloon time! I don't know what this balloon's name is. That's a, excuse me, my dude. Oh. Oh, I should have left that there. That would have been perfect. Left side fence and right side trees. Okay. You like the trees outside the fence? Okay, so here. This is gonna be A, and this is gonna be B. The duality, I know. Cozy, hello. All right, let me see. What is better? Not what, which is better, because I can grammar. Which is better? Trees on left, fence on right, and then fence on left, trees on right. Let's see. Here we go. Start pull. All right, we'll think about it. We'll think about it. It probably does mean that we need to move her house anyway, which is not what I wanted. I think I like B. You can see the fence better. Okay, you can see the fence better. And another option, if we want to like make it kind of unique and oh dear. Oh, please don't get into fights. Please don't get into fights. Graham, you've lost a lot of your friends in the last couple of days. Let's not like have everyone be upset with you. And it breaks up the green with the grass and the trees. Okay. Okay, I'm just, oh no, that's not what I meant. Did you know that I used to want to be a baseball player? It's true. Baseball is the most stylish sport and you don't have to do anything 90% of the time. The shade, also the accuracy, but the shade. Baseball, huh? Yeah, I could see you as a ball player. Really? That means a lot coming from you because you seem like you're into sports or something. Well, sure. I used to play a game called Calculator Ball. It's all we had growing up. I played 8th base, and one time I scored a trifecta in the bottom of the 17th court. But you probably don't want to hear all that story again. But, well, I want to hear what Calculator Ball is. What's Calculator Ball? Is it like Calvin Ball, but with math? That's what that sounds like. That's not how quarters work. He does have, like, right? Doesn't he look so stinking cute with these glasses? Like, listen. All of your hatred and malice towards this man is because, one, you have no idea what K-pop and J-pop fans are actually like, and two, because his glasses. Literally, his glasses. This is it. Like, look at this man. Look at this man. A cutie. A cutie. A sweetheart. Based on where the path is, fence next to the path. Okay. So here's what I was also thinking. We could break this up too with like plumeria bushes or something. It is like another teen movie. That's exactly how villagers work. I do kind of like the breakup with the plumeria bushes. That's pretty darling. That's pretty cute. I kind of like it. I kind of like it. Yeah, Kalina, right? Don't you feel bad about all of your negative opinions about this? But also, I feel that way about, I think it's Doc, the blue bunny. He has glasses that are kind of like glued to his face. Eugene is the same way. Although I just give Eugene different sunglasses because his sunglasses are terrible. But I think, what is with the thoughts, Pasty? What? I love you, what? Got a situation. My brain goes bye whenever I come across triangle shades. Respectfully. As a queer person, that's the gayest thing I've ever seen, and I love that for you. I never wear the heart shades because I hate that you can't see the character's eyes. Absolutely. Yeah, no, absolutely. I'm an eyes envy. Eyes tell me what I need to know about a person. I like that. You would like being in Japan because that's actually something that they don't like is, you know, even with a lot of people wearing the mask, that eyes are really important in Japan, and so they don't like sunglasses where you can't see people's eyes. So that's really, that'd be a good place for you. You searched up calculator ball and it says it's a term used to describe the use of calculators to analyze or play sports. Interesting. So it's actually a thing. Okay, well, we're just getting a bunch of glasses today. Where's the triangle shades? Love it. See, this is peak gay, and I love it. Yeah, no, I need to get prescription. Okay, so I think y'all are right. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna have to switch this. Oh, not what I wanted to do. Gotta eat my feelings. But now the question remains, do I just do this? Can I just do this? Does this make sense? I mean, that could make sense. That's an option. Yeah, because then it's like the road. Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah, we'll do that. -7? Oh, wow. Alright, I think we're going to... He is being super social today. This girl is super social. Don't hate it. But yeah, I think we're going to stick with this, but do I need to... Wait, is... Yeah, no. Actually, this will work. This will work just fine. Yeah, I actually need to get prescription for for sunglasses specifically. That's a years-long thing that I've been wanting to accomplish. And luckily, I live in a country where, you know, I can do a walk-in appointment to get my eyes looked at, and it's like 50 bucks, maybe. And then a pair of glasses, actually 2 glasses, will probably cost me about $150. But yeah, my prescription, that's probably a prescription privilege. My prescription isn't that bad. Cry as an American? You should absolutely cry in American. Actually, you should cry freedom of the people and the classes. But yes, the classes for the glasses. Absolutely, that's the new protest sign. Classes for glasses. These are still showed up when your sloppery boy was a puppy? You mean when he was a smaller What is with the Are you... Is this a new relationship? Does Sylvana know? Does Sylvana care? Is this a new thing? You just bear things? Koalas aren't bears though, they're marsupials. Don't be like, oh wow, this is it's just the bear marsupials, the super bear. It's yeah. They're gonna be the gray couple, I guess. A polycule. They are a polycule. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. They're no, seriously. This entire flipping island is poly to some magnitude. I should do a by design. I should do like a layout of all of the random poly nonsense that my island is. Because did I describe the polyness? Okay, here we're gonna break this down. So Fang, Antonio, married. Vesta, Antonio, together. Vesta and Fang are platonically poly. So, because Fang is of the gay persuasion. Olivia and Vesta are friends. They're sisters, practically. Let me see. And Gonzo and Sylvana are together. Sylvana and I are together, but I am friends with Gonzo. Graham burns bridges, so I have no idea who he's with, if anybody. Marty is... I don't know what Marty is. And then Olive, I guess, and Gonzo are getting friendly, and she literally just lives here. She just moved here. So I have no idea what's going on with that at all. Thank you for being you today and for streaming. I've been using your stream as a body double and got clothes sorted, dinner prepped, and banana cake banana cake muffins. Okay. I know that I am not Raven over at Froggy Crossing, but I need to tell you about what I'm craving. When I'm sick, I tend to crave really weird things. Like, I was craving boba and fried chicken, and specifically there's this special like rice cake in Korea where it's steamed rice cake basically, and it's like a spongy thing where you're just like, it's a mouthful of nom. That's basically what it is. And so I've been feeling better, so the fried chicken is not what I've been craving, but I was like, you know, I've been trying to figure out what I can use a whole amount of glutinous rice flour that I have in the pantry right now, of what I can do with it. And I was like, muffins sound really good, but not like muffins, but like chewy muffins. Oh, sorry. Thank you, Mrs. G. Hello. We can end the poll. We've made that decision. And Micah, hello. And of course it's 50-50. You pretty much always want tacos and sushi and antidepressants. Yep. Mrs. G, of course you would make the tie. How are you doing? Oh, y'all, for those who don't know, Mrs. G is awesome, and that's not surprising. But apparently, Alexi, who's also awesome, not surprising, has created a like special keyboard that is it specifically like for one-handed use for gaming, and the accessibility capacity looks awesome. So if you want to find out how to support Alexi and his development for that, highly recommend checking out his previous live stream from, was it over the weekend? He was playing Dinkum, and he was testing out the keyboard with it. Boba fried chicken, gnarly? No, seriously. It's a kind of keyboard controller. Yeah, it's really cool. I was thinking about the way that it can be incorporated for accessibility. I thought that was pretty cool. All right, so we can't put anything here, but we can grab a few of the, oh my gosh, she is just becoming friends with everyone. I don't think I've ever seen a villager just like drop into everyone's DMs on their first few days of the island. That is wild. And he's just literally sitting on the floor. He just literally works here. Oh my goodness. It's one-handed. That is so cool. I meant to ask, is he planning on doing a Kickstarter for it? Because there is, aside from like games and stories and stuff, that sort of project would be great on Kickstarter. All of the social butterfly, can't relate. Yeah, seriously. All right, let me see if I can find another. Oh, here's the other one. Okay. I may keep this beach thing because it doesn't like, I like how it is. So I may hold on to that until maybe I move this back up over here. So I may just move it back a bit. Thanks for shouting it out. He's been developing and working on it for a long time. It looks really cool. And besides, we love ingenuity on this channel. Being creative comes in all shapes and sizes, and making one-handed keyboard controllers that would be excellent for accessibility sounds super up my alley. He needs to get some PCBs funded, and there's a plan on the top of my head, but I can't recall steps. But yes, to Kickstarter. Okay, well, please let me know when the Kickstarter happens so that I can aggressively promote that for however long the Kickstarter is. Okay, so that is not where I needed you to go. I mean, this could work. This could work. I do need to move Olive, though. That's really frustrating. But I think we can keep this here. Were you discussing sickbed food faves? Mine is mashed potatoes. Well, I had this weird craving for fried chicken and boba and steamed rice cake. Because that's where my brain was. But yeah, I know that I'm feeling better because the fried chicken craving has gone down, and really all I want is boba and steamed rice cakes. But I've been trying really hard to be mindful of, you know, the things that I'm eating and how I feel about them, right? Like, I don't believe in the concept of good or bad food. It's all about moderation and how it makes you feel, right? And sometimes certain foods just don't work for what you need. But I've been wanting to make things myself is basically where I was going with that. I think we're gonna, I don't know if I want to do a grid layout as of yet. I'm trying to like be a little bit more creative with my layouts for things. And this is starting to become very square-y and... oh, hi. Oh, hold on. Buddy. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Look at this poor boy. He's so unloved. Here, hold on. We'll do a cameo. Or not. You don't want to do a cameo? You're like, I don't want people. What are you talking about? No? Oh. Thanks, man. Never mind. He doesn't want to do a cameo. There's a tail cameo. Mashed potatoes are my favorite foods, period. I just love potatoes. Never mind. He does not want to be on the internets right now. Nope. That was a just kidding. Never mind. I've been doing nothing this entire morning and I have so many things that need to get done. Kalina, are you having productivity paralysis? Is that a thing that you're struggling with? Because the one thing that I have tried to do, and it has been successful the certain times that I've done it, is I set a timer for 5 minutes to do a thing. And if it doesn't get done in 5 minutes, that's totally fine, but I did the thing. Some cats hate the baby hold, they do. He refused the call. No, he likes being held like a baby. He likes being held like a football. That's entirely my fault. I got him into being held like a baby since he was a literal baby. And he likes being held that way, but he just didn't. I think it's a little warm in here because we actually have the windows open. The air quality is good. It's overcast. The what's it called? The cicadas are cicada-ing. It's a really nice day. Second ticket was Gruff, hate to pass, have to, want to grind for one more, risk an autofill. Oh no! You are a known procrastinator. Alexi's pickup bon mi. Oh, is that sounds Vietnamese. And Vietnamese food sounds delicious too. Some pho. Oh, this is a good pho day. Like a pho-it sort of day. Yes, I did that on purpose. What is this friendship? They're just like looking up, staring out into the sky. Uh-oh. I was gonna take a picture. So cute. This is cute. Okay, so you do have friends. I'm happy for you. What? Oh my goodness, the thinky thoughts though. I was just thinking about you. I put my noggin to work coming up with a new nickname. What's this nickname? I'll sit nearby, but not with. It's always when you want to take a pic, they get up. Absolutely. Just a couple of introverts. Wonderbud? Absolutely. Wonderbud. You got it, Artsy, I guess I should say. You got it, Wonderbud. That is a new one. I've never been called that before. Okay. So, oh, of course this is off by one. Why would it? Well, I could literally just move it up one. I don't need to. Okay, actually, you know what? You know what? I'm not gonna make this hard for myself. We're not playing that game. No. No. Ooh, money rock. There we go. We'll just fix it. Can we fix it? No, but we're gonna try it anyway. So the dirt path is going to be the bike path. So I should have started over here. That was a silly goose moment. That was a silly goose moment. This is your indication to play, Mrs. G. I mean, I'm sure you're doing other important, amazing things, which is, you know, we love that. However, I think this means that you should be playing. Didn't you recently get to 3 stars or something? Isn't that a thing you did? Yeah, no. We're just not gonna worry about it. So we can fix this because we have the technology, and actually. Oh, it means I have to move it down by 1. No. Flick, go away. Flick, go away. Love you. What are you doing? Bro. He's like, maybe if I'm cute, you'll feed me. You have like 30 minutes. Bro, you have 30 minutes. I did and then reset. Oh no, what happened? What happened? You gotta get to bed. Happy time zones. Goodbye, Scott. I hope that you had a really great Lego. What are you? Okay, hold on, friends. The cat's being a cat, so give me a second. I need to kick them out. So hold on. Here. There you go. Oh wow, the cicadas are cicada-ing right now. Oh my goodness. They sound awesome. Blake is such a cutie. Alright. Well, and this is why we're doing this, friends. We're tinkering, we're learning. It's gonna be okay. Oh gosh, I'm running out of stuff. Running out of places. Oh dear. We'll just do it this way. And then we'll remove that. I basically just like redid the whole thing. This to... Oh, you know what I could do? We could be super duper clever and fun. We can put a Plains Party Light arch that way. That would be really nice. Kind of like an entrance into the residential area. Okay, there we go. And then I need to do a weird thing with the museum, because the museum has a center of 3, because the center of buildings is apparently an odd number, and that's really frustrating. So, actually, maybe I don't even have to do anything. Let me take out a Plains Party Light arch. Is there anything that I can put away? I can probably put that away. Yeah, we'll put away the fencing. Something here, and yeah, sure. There's also the block fencing. We can play around with the block fencing too and see how we feel about that. But I think we're gonna probably stick with the stone fencing. Garbage bin, excavator, we'll hold on to the excavator. And then the utility pole. Okay. And then we need to get out the other one. Let's get out. Where are ya? Probably go with the red coloring. A lot of kinds of fencing that I've never used. I know, I've been trying to be quirky about my usage. I've been trying to be better about that. Let's do Plain Party Lights Arch. And then the question is, do I want to have it like here, or do I actually want to have it inward a little bit, like right there? I think I want to have it inward like that a bit. Then we'll just move this down. You need to branch out. Yeah, I'm not really a fence person, and I've been trying really hard to actually use fencing on this island. And so as you can see, I've been using fencing. I also almost always used to exclusively put the hedges in front of fencing, and having this behind gave it a lot of texture, and I really like that. Okay, so we have 1, 2. So we can put that here. Actually, no, I want to tinker with the block fencing and see if I like this better. Excuse. Thank you. No, I like the stone fencing for this one. I like the stone fencing for this. Okay, 1, 2. Yep. And then we'll do 1 and 2. Okay. And then put that here. And then put this here. Yeah, that's much better. Balloon! Hello, balloon. Oh, no, no, no. I'm not trying. Okay, well, you can do that too. Wait. Wait. There we go. Nook Miles goals are now asking me to catch a mahi-mahi and a horned Hercules. Yeah, no, that's wild. Also, a sailor skirt. Totally my vibe. Thanks. Thanks. So we have... I don't know if I can put a tree here yet. So we definitely need to move Olive somewhere. And then... I think... I don't think I want there to be road here. I think I want this to be solely sidewalk. Solely sidewalk. And where do I want to put the museum? Because there are people who really make the residential areas feel compact, but also lived in and also easy to traverse. And that's kind of the hope that I'm going with for this one. It's been a number of years since I wore a skirt. Yeah, I think it's been a hot minute for me. Okay, we'll worry about this later. Although I should probably keep this. I should probably keep that. And then we can do... I can put another house here, I guess. That is something I can do. That is a possibility. Because how many... I do need to move our girl Olivia, and I need to move the two boys who are over here. So we do have technically six different areas that I can work with, but with 7 buildings. So that is a possibility. I would like... I was thinking about moving Graham, I think, over here because he's the one that does the... Wait, where is it? Hello? He's the one that does the paper stuff, like the newspaper. So I was thinking of actually tearing this area down and putting maybe 2 staircases here, and then putting... I could technically just keep Olivia over here. That is possible. I could keep Olivia, the boys over here, just move this around a bit, make it a little more close together, because I do want to give the boys an overlook. I like that they have a house with a view. So we can just move Graham. We can move Graham. And that means we'll have 3 houses. And then maybe what we can do is have... How do we balance out this flipping thing? How do we do that? I like the layout of this, but I also don't like the layout of this. At least you plan things on your island. I just jump into working on things with no real plan. I love the mixed size pathing. I've been experimenting with that. I really liked the 3x4 here until I realized that I probably should have switched it so this was 4x3 because this is not centered. And I had to like play with that so that it would be centered. It's kind of off a little bit. But I'm trying to think of how to make this a little bit more... You know what we could do? Here's what we could do. We could have a 5x thing, so it is centered. Whoa. What was that? That was a jet? Okay. We could have trees in the center, right? Do you see the vision? So it's like we could have... let's see, 1, 2. So we could have space. We could have multiple spaces, kind of like... what are they called? Like the green spaces between roads? You know what I'm talking about? Like curb protectors. So we could have trees that go down here. And then I could have like little gardens and stuff. Medians, yeah. I could have like green medians between 2 roads that are going up and around the island this way. And that could still give it a bit of something different, but also allowing for it to feel like there's a bike path that actually works. Island medians. Thank you, y'all. I appreciate it. I don't know words. Words? Me? Roads? Where we're going, we don't need roads. So yeah, I think we're going to move our pal Graham eventually, but we do actually need to move this girl and make this make sense. So that's the first goal of the stream, is to move this. Oh, I also need to gift Muffy a welcome to the island umbrella. That is something I do. Okay, we'll just clear this out. This is where I think I kind of felt that my work was too gritty, and I try hard to have roads that make sense, but I don't want it just to be like a square grid. So I think we're gonna try that. Let me pick you up here. Oh my gosh, the flowers, the flowers. The flowers though, wild. 23 months, oh my gosh, classy, for almost 2 years. Wild. How are you? And thank you for supporting the first phase, the lead up to the Kickstarter campaign. Alexi, I got you. So hold on, let me do a quick shout out to the peeps. Alexi, if you ever want to come back onto Gamers Gab to talk about your thing, I would absolutely love to have you, by the way. Would absolutely love to have you. ACNH. Easy. Let's see. Oh, it's literally just the name. You are so close to 6K, my good dude. That is so cool. That is so cool. Repeat. Yeah, no. I've been wanting to get back into Gamers Gab, but it's been a bit slow going because I've been reaching out to people I don't literally know. That are like game devs to talk about certain things about their games, and so far no one's taken me up on my offer, which has been a bit of a bummer. But you know, people have this thing called a life and other things going on, and I'm not. They don't owe me their time. But yeah, would love to have you back, and you can talk about like where you got the inspiration from it, and you can yeah. Actually, you know what, Alexi, we should do that. Why the heck not? Why the heck not? Why don't we just do that? Nick, thank you so much for hanging out. I hope you have a great rest of your whatever. Happy time zones wherever you are. I'm procrastinating moving Olivia. I mean, not Olivia, Olive. I have Olive and Olivia on this island. Oh, goodness. Oh, I forgot. I also have to do 15 jumping jacks, and I want to visit something. Oh, wow. That's a good workout. The amount of times I would have to do a lot of jumping jacks. I think I would rather do push-ups though. That incentive would make it a little bit easier for me. Okay, we're just gonna do this. All right. Third and final ticket. Come on, Bears, Cubs, or Snooties. No, I believe in you. I believe. I could also, okay, I could make this like a really long. Oh, wait, y'all. Hold on. I'm having a light bulb moment. So we can have a median, right? So we can have a median between the two roads, like right here. Not like right here, but I'm just gonna show you what I'm talking about. Wow, you literally dressed yourself today. We could have a median where it's like there's a walking path and that there are trees. And then we could have the roads. So we could do not you, not here. We could put it right here and right here. And if we want to be extra quirky, because this would make it this enormous, we could have certain spots where it's like there's two. So it'd be like 2, 2, and 2. Oh my gosh, so that'd be wait. 2. 4, 6, that would be 10 wide. Do I want to do 10 wide? Because 10 wide would make it even. 10 wide would make it even. And then we'd have an issue with the museum. So we should probably do 9 wide. So it'd be 2, 3, 4. That would actually make the museum... That would actually work with the museum. Okay, we'll do that. Naru, hello. I love when the villagers put together outfits, no matter how questionable. I also agree. It's very creative. He's also using one of my Hard Mode 2.0 custom codes that I really liked. I brought the character over before I punted that island to the sun. Okay, I think it's starting to come together, but we do need to move this girl. We need to do that. And get rid of some of this money. Imagine being like, I have so much money, what do I do? The life, the dream. So something like 5 push-ups every time you accidentally click on something. Yeah, or maybe 5 push-ups every time you see a villager that you didn't want. Oh my gosh, you'd be so buff by the end of that. All right, burp, 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 burp. Let's talk infrastructure. I want to move our girl Olive, island home. Wait, how many? Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Okay. Remember when moving a villager house? I remember. Pepperidge Farm remembers. The new kids don't understand how expensive it was to move buildings. I think that there was a lot of complaints with how expensive it was, considering the economy with Animal Crossing, because that is really expensive. I mean, if you had to move a house that was 50,000, I would assume then if they still kept with the old economy of Animal Crossing New Horizons, redecorating a villager home would be probably 40,000 bells, as opposed to the 9,000. Game, no, he's on the other side. Do not do this. It's Lobo. Oh, well, no, I'm the sort of person that can't have 2 villagers of the same on any given island, so never mind. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to me. Yeah, no, I sincerely hope, again, from a game dev perspective, because Stardew Valley had the same issue that you had to clear everything from the part where you wanted to move a building. Like, even grass and weeds would not work, but you can't move buildings just back one because it's a sprite on top of a sprite, and they count as sharing the same space, the same layer. I can actually explain this. They have the same Z index layer in a game, and so that means that they are making it so that it is a building that is interactable and you can't do anything with it. So moving it backwards impacts where you can place an asset. So yes, it does, actually. I was like, oh, I actually know the answer to that question. But I do wish that we had this ability to, like, move things. Yeah, part of the appeal of multiple islands is having more villagers. Absolutely. Okay, so I'm going to put our girl... Oh, geez. We're going to put her here. Well, where should I put her? My island's kind of decorated right now. Actually, here's what we're going to put her in the mess. We're gonna give her we're gonna give Olivia another friend to hang out with for a second. I'll just piggyback here. Yep, that's why you have to move it twice. This is the spot, it doesn't matter. Dun 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 dun. Okay. Alright, so that's where our girl is going for now. And then I need to make sure that I change, or no, not change. Oh, we need to get her a gyroid fragment, because every time a villager moves on, I give them a gyroid fragment, and that's their gyroid. So every building has a gyroid here. I don't know if anyone else does that, but I like to think that it's a really nice thing to give villagers that's different. Let's do this. And before we time travel, I need to make sure to do the welcome to the island umbrella for Muffy. And I need to find a gyroid fragment that hopefully is around here. That was a great lunch, finished with a cheeky Tim Tam. Ooh, nom nom nom. Tim Tam sounds like an Australian dessert, correct? I feel like chocolate's involved. I'm really bad at my confections abroad. I wish they changed it so you could move bridges and inclines around. Oh my gosh, yes. And like, it would still cost money, right? Like, don't get me wrong. It would still cost money to move a bridge. But also, I like the idea of crafting for bridges and inclines. I know that that's probably a hot take and a lot of people don't like that. But I like the idea of crafting bridges and inclines. I think that's something that Dinkum did really well, is that you can craft your own stuff. And yes, it costs money to build, and we love supporting our dictator-in-chief, Tom Nook, the only dictator that's allowed to exist right now, because he's actually not a dictator. But, like, let me build inclines and bridges. Have I never had? It's a coated chocolate sandwich cookie. I have never had. I have never had. Never have I had the delight. Yeah, and then you lose the ability to make more bridges. I think that would be a really cool addition, is that you could, that would be the free bridge, that you could make it, and maybe it's like a cheaper option of, you know, 20,000 bells because you did pay for, like, you built it yourself, because, you know, labor, you should pay for labor. But I'm so frustrated that that can't be something that you keep afterwards. All right, we don't have any. No, that's a bummer. Excuse, I have your address. Okay, well, you can send that to me. That's fine. That's fine. I'm totally okay with that. I really wish I had the ability to do P.O. boxes, because I would love to have P.O. boxes for people to, like, send postcards and things of, like, things that they're doing and art stuff, so I can put art in the wall, but I can't. Korea doesn't have P.O. boxes anymore. It fell out of popularity because everything is all digital over here. And, like, I trust quite a few people in the community with my address, but I can't trust everyone with my address. Sorry, not sorry. Oh, man. Okay, well, maybe we'll have one wash up tomorrow. We'll have one wash up tomorrow. It's fine. Is it the same address Alexei would have had from his card? I don't think I have given... I'll just send it to you, Mrs. G. I'll just send it to you. I'll send it to you after stream. Because for the most part, I send a partial address to most people that I mail things to. So people know, like, my my like borough and my city, but not like my actual address. No, I do not trust Shady Jim from Nantucket with my address. I always worry that somehow things are going to get lost, but for the most part, I don't think I have lost a mail letter yet. I don't think so. I don't think I've lost anything in the mail. Stay no more till I get it. Yeah. It's also faster for me to, like, only add my partial address, like, partially. Whoa, is that rain? Sorry, it's just like, it's really outside. It sounds like a spaceship going. I wonder if that's rain. All right. Yeah, I can also, yeah, just send it to his Discord and boot me, and I'll just copy paste it. The other fun thing when it comes to sending things to Korea, here's another fun fact. You have to send things to me, I think, with my actual name, and the way that it is input in the Korean database, I think, especially if it requires signing off or if with customs. So for the most part, I think food should be okay, maybe. We need rain so bad it's so dry here. Oh man, I'm so sorry. We are entering into monsoon season. Aiden, hello, welcome in. When we actually arrived for the first time in Korea around this time in 2017. Thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate you. And oh man, we arrived. It was no, actually wait. Oh yeah, no, it is pouring outside. Like you can hear it. It's like Miyazaki levels of. I think I've sent you stuff with your MK name. Oh, have you? As Mori? Okay. Well, then that's probably fine. It depends on whether or not you need my personal custom code number, which is a new thing. So we'll see. Oh, wait. Welcome. We were in a drought here this summer. We're 3 days over 6 inches. Yeah, I heard that there were some really harsh like this is putting it mildly, but really harsh flash floods in certain states that led to some really heartbreaking stories. So if you've been impacted that, I am so sorry. I can only imagine how hard that is. How am I doing for litter bags? I think we're on our second to last one. I figured that we would just continue ordering once that once it finished. Why? Yikes, that's a lot. Hopefully the ground can absorb it. They were kayaking down Central Avenue in the main part of town. That's... Like, listen, I know that there's a lot to be said about Venice in Italy, but not every city in the world needs to be like Venice, okay? Not every city. Our basement flooded, but we didn't lose anything. Ugh. I don't think I've ever experienced a flood. Like, I've experienced flooding, but not like... I don't think I've experienced flooding in the house. I cannot imagine how scary that is. We have a lot less rain snow this year so far than normal. It is dry here for sure. Yeah. HubSpot was explaining to me the how forest fires start. And listen, I knew that forest fires probably didn't happen with plants like spontaneously combusting because it was too hot, but I was curious about the amount, like the statistics of how many forest fires were human made as opposed to like, you know, lightning strike at a place that was super dry and then just forest fires started. And it's been really phenomenal learning about that type of science. Most of them, Parker, hello. I've experienced some flooding, but nothing like you see on TV online. I hope that you never experienced that. Most of them are human caused. I'm going to play some Animal Crossing now that my Switch Lite is mostly charged. Aiden, I love that for you. What are you doing on your island, Aiden? Because I'm currently just destroying mine. The boyfriends came and went, so we got Flick and then we got CJ. Love that. Although compost can get hot enough to... Okay, but that's more of like... I mean, that's also human made for the most part, right? But that's more of like releasing gases as opposed to like plants spontaneously combusting. I remember working at a non-profit organization that was... Oh my goodness, the thingy thoughts. Good timing. I was thinking about our greeting. That's not I'm sick of it. I just want to change it up. How about this? All right, I need a different language of hello. Does anyone have a different hello that we could do? I think Vesta has marhaba. I'm not pronouncing it correctly. I think bonjour is being used. I think I have house it somewhere. Cheers, maybe? I had Gonzo say good day for a while because Australian, but I remember the story of people who Zdravo. One of my favorite people in South Korea is from Serbia. Perfect. Is there any like, hold on. Is there any little accenty things? I want to make sure that I'm good about this. So Serbian hello. Oh, yeah, it's Zdravo. Okay, cool. Perfect. That was the easiest. Kia ora. Oh, Kia ora would be a good one for a another new one. All right. It is super warm in here. We need to get that fan replaced. And he calls me bestie, so all right. Anyway, let's move this. Actually, friends, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a minute. I'm gonna feed the cat so I can open this door and they're not gonna be a butt. We're at 35 likes, so we'll start with a bubble break. So hold on. PSA about all things poof. Don't put anything carbonated or fermentable in metal water bottle. Apparently the pressure makes lids turn into rockets. Good to know. I look nothing like my brothers and sisters because I'm the only blonde in the family. Is that weird? No, I'll get into that story in a minute. Just remind me. So hold on. I will be right back. Feed the cats and maybe get a nom. Do you want some accountability chocolate? Not yet? Okay. All right. We'll be waiting to be accountable. Be right back. So blondes. Oh wait, hold on. Wrong thing. So blondes. On my mother's side of the family, the majority of that like sibling family cohort are very light-haired, light-eyed, except for one of my uncles who passed away a few years ago. And so we called it the dark gene. And my son is actually very, very blonde right now. He's probably going to change his hairstyle, but or hair color eventually. But it's very common in my family where there's like that one person who is like either super short or has a different, like entirely different eye color and hair color than the rest of their families. That's not uncommon. Yeah, and also red hair is recessive. So, I mean, it could just be that you had a different dominant gene. But anyway, friends, thank you so much for 37 likes on the stream. If you haven't gotten some water or taken your meds or eating a nom or a non, tell me what you're having. I'm thinking we have leftover rice, right? Did you have any rice left? You want me to do like a rice thing for us? Okay. All right. All right. We'll do a rice thing, I think. And then, yeah, just do the nice stretch. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Do a strong pose. Show off those awesome muscles. Turn your body from side to side. Unclench your jaw. And we're going to do a nice big belly breath. Inhale. Lori, hello! And exhale. And we'll do another one because there's 38 likes. Nice big belly breath. Inhale. And exhale. I'm very tall. Whenever I visit my mom's side of the family in Serbia, I'm of average height. Yeah, Serbians are tall. Like tall. I did not realize how tall, well, I mean, gee, how tall they were. Our next door neighbors, the woman is Serbian and she's tall and her two sons are really tall. So it's cool to see the difference of that. But I'm like the short one of the family. I am the shortest cousin on my father's side by a significant margin. By at least and I'm in the middle of that. So there were 3 of us born the same year and I was the youngest. And then the others had 2 sons that were born a little bit after and then 2 daughters after that. And I am the 3rd of 7 and I am the shortest. So it's a bit frustrating. Not really, I don't care. All right, so we got this done. I got the short jeans from my grandmother's, my dad's mom. I should move to Serbia then. You're sick. Hank, I believe you. There is no reason for you to lie, but man, that must be hard. Like physically, that must be very hard. Cannot imagine. Oh, we have trees here. We have some happy trees. All right, I think I put a tree. Yeah, okay, I put a tree here. Everyone in my family is 5'9" and up. I'm at 5'6" or 7. Oh, wow. I'm in middle school and already 5'3". Is that tall for my height? I stopped growing in middle school, so, probably? I don't know. It depends on a whole slew of factors, but that's pretty tall. That's pretty tall. Oh, you know what we could do? Wait, no. This is not the right one. I'm 5'4". A lot of my family on my dad's side super tall. I mean, your mom will probably be correct. My parents thought that I was going to be of a similar height because my mom is rather tall, or was rather tall before, you know, age started shrinking. And my dad at his height was 6'3", and yet I am tiny in comparison. You're fairly tall. Yes, your character is 5'1". I mean, there's a lot of benefits for a lot of different heights, right? But yeah, I used to really hope that I would be taller than I was, but I like being my height. You're the 8th of 14 and I am the shortest. Oh my goodness. My family side's always been short on both sides. Yeah, genetics are so wild. It's so cool, like, what we pop out with, like, in the next generation, like, what comes in. And obviously there's health issues that are really annoying sometimes, but I think it's really cool how genetics play a role in how we look and moving forward. I'm delightfully small. One of my favorite stories is that I met Koi of the Kuya Koi. He's been doing other things besides streaming for a bit, but I always assumed that I was going to be taller than Koi because Koi had like the sassy small energy, if that makes any sense. And then I meet him in person and he is like tall. And so we look at each other and he was like, I expected you to be taller. And I'm like, don't be mad, but I expected you to be shorter. Mm-hmm. I love being tall. And also having to wear glasses all the time is not as bad as people say it is. I think the only thing that would make it better for me to wear glasses is that I really just need to get prescription sunglasses and I can afford it. So it's just a matter of taking the time of, you know, going and checking my eyeglass prescription situation and getting that managed. But other than that, it's, I don't have an issue with it. That's a nursery peach. We can get rid of you. There we go. The most annoying statement people make is, oh my gosh, you're so different without your glasses. I mean, glasses really do change your face. And I don't mean that like it's a good or bad thing. It's just, it adds a lot of different depth to your face. Like here, hold on. We're gonna like get distracted for a second. So like, I look a little different without my glasses. I do. I feel a little bit more comfortable with glasses because one, I can see, but it really does alter the focus of like what people see on my face. Like for example, my doctor didn't realize I had 2 piercings right here because my glasses sit on my piercings. And so that was a really interesting experience. You're like, you look so different. It's because the glasses hopefully emphasize things about your face that you like. And it's cool. Let's see. Okay. Back to what we were working on. Let's do this. Glasses are built-in eye protection. 100%. Mm-hmm. I think there was an instance where I was bike riding and there was like a flying pebble or something that hit. No, it hit my helmet, but still it stands. Like something hits and you're protected from steam while you're washing dishes or taking something really hot out of the oven. If a chemical flies in your face, that's why you always wear protective gear when you are working with chemical agents and things. One time I was talking with my friend, he said, would it kill you to bend your knees? I want to talk to someone in my hyper ones. Oh no. I have prescription safety glasses and they are awesome. Oh, that's awesome. Somebody had the audacity to say that you should get contacts because you look better. Wow. That person would look better with a better personality. That is so rude. Oh my goodness. Imagine saying that out loud to somebody. Like, here is an argument. There are some glasses that look better on my face than others. And I've been like really into the whole like seasons and stuff because if you don't know, I'm a deep autumn. That's my entire identity right now. And it's like, I would like to get glasses that do things better for my complexion and stuff. But it's like, wow, you literally brought that out into the universe that you're going to tell somebody that they would look better? Really? Really? You're gonna do that? Wow. Wow. You really did that. Wow. Good night, all. Happy time zones. Time to do a thing. Enjoy your thing. Downside to glasses going from cooler and oh yeah, the steam. Or even just like it is a hot summer day and then you get out of the air-conditioned car. Yeah, that is a thing that is frustrating. She was also one of those people who always found a reason to not tip at restaurants. Maybe she should stop eating out then. I mean, tipping culture is very unique to the United States. And Cat, why am I itchy? Cat, what are you doing? Oh my gosh, okay, hold on, y'all. You gotta see this. He's like a little puppy looking out the window. Hey, buddy, what you doing? Oh, your paws are gonna be filthy. We should probably close that. Yes, they are. Hold on. Cat, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. What's this? Because you have a single brain cell in your entire head. You are so cute. And you get into things. Yes, you do. No tipping means they get a livable base wage. Oh yeah, no, I agree. I believe that tipping culture is not great. I think that you should be paid a minimum wage that is, you know, the minimum that you need in order to live in the city that you're in. Absolutely. Because that's what minimum wage means. Billionaires. But anyway, Lewis. For those who don't know my Stardew Valley antics, I often blame Lewis for literally everything about the economy in Stardew Valley. But anyway, that's not the point. The point is, whenever I'm back in the States, I try really hard to tip 20% at the very least. That's my bare minimum is 20%. Especially if it's like a lot of work. Yeah, no, there is a huge tipping culture, but I think again that's more of the fact that people can't afford to work minimum wage jobs anymore, and that tipping is what is necessary, and I hate it. I wish that it wasn't necessary. At least, like, if I had a cafe or a restaurant in the United States, there would be no tipping because it would be the minimum wage that would be needed in order for you to live in the city that we're in. That would be my thing. And that if you want to tip people, it's because they were really great or did outstanding work, but the bare minimum, they should not have to, you know, work so hard and deal with crappy people just to like make ends meet. I'm sorry. Yeah, Lewis does suck. In group outings, I secretly tipped more because I didn't agree with insisting the server was rude in some way. I feel like that's somebody trying to, you know, get out of tipping, personally. That's sad. Also, a great indication of whether or not I would date somebody. I had never had that issue, but one of the ways that I would determine whether or not I wanted to be with somebody was how they treated you know, essential workers and waiting staff, and that if there was any indication that they were going to be a problem to somebody who that's their literal job is just to work there, wouldn't bother. There would be no second date. Cat, no. Oh my gosh. You would do the get out of there. Person sound like a real piece of work? Absolutely. Enjoy your nap, Tammy. You did a great job being productive. I'm proud of you. I worked in restaurants for several years when I started working. It really isn't fun, which is such a shame because there's so much about restaurants and food culture that one is obviously romanticized. It is such hard work, okay? Not even gonna go there, but it's so sad the way that people are treated with doing something that is just their job. I'm the same way. That'd be yeah, it's absolutely a deal breaker. I've also had instances where it's like, I don't rate people like as 10s, but really handsome men, some mostly, but sometimes really beautiful women or beautiful men and handsome women. It's like, you were so much more attractive when you didn't open your mouth. Can you go back to that so I can live in this pretend world that you were actually a decent human being? That would be great. By the people I worked with. Oh, that's a shame. Okay, going back to this. Maybe, do I want to be lazy about this? Do I want to be lazy? Because, okay, this is the center, right? This is the center of the museum, is right here. And if we want this to be at 7, so it'd be like, wait, 1, 2, 3, wait, 1, wait. Did I map this wrong? I probably did. Probably did. I could make the median 3, right? So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I can do that. So what if we want to figure out where this median is? Yeah, let's figure out this median. I kind of like where this is at. So we'll do the median here. We'll do 1, 2. That may be a little too dear. I'm tearing this down anyway. I'm not gonna worry about this, but I do want to make sure that there's enough room. Okay, we're gonna do it this way then. So we'll do 3 over this way, right? Okay. So this gets to go. And this gets to go. Oh, goodbye. I actually really like what I did with the museum. I wanted to have it be more museum-y. Emily, hello, welcome in. It's good to see you. We were talking about the food industry and tipping culture and how people deserve a livable like minimum wage in their area of residence. I hate when people get mad at me when I tell them they can't use a certain discount at work as if I'm the one who made that decision. Yeah, that sucks. That super sucks. Do I wanna get... Why do I have a utility pole in here? I don't need a utility pole in here. I'll get rid of you, and hold on to that. Should probably step off now. See ya, gonna go do my pre-bed stuff. Heck yeah, enjoy your pre-bed self-care. I hope to see you in a couple of days. Yeah, the way that I mean, obviously it doesn't work for everyone because sometimes there are people who are just, unfortunately, life made them unpleasant. And I don't mean that in a way that like they were born unpleasant, just like sometimes life makes you unpleasant. I've been there. I've been unpleasant. I know, shocker. Shocker. It's true. But I think that when I see that, I've tried really hard, unless of course they are literally bringing harm to other people. I try to give them some self-compassion and grace, but then I stop when I see that it's that they need to be called out for their bad behavior. You need to go get some food, Laser Sharp. Not Laser Sharp. Wow, Hank. Wow, I was thinking about Laser Sharp and the thing. Yeah. Yo, Hank, go get food. Go get food. Yeah, I should probably sign off here in the next, like, 10 minutes or so because I am also very hungry. We biked to the schools where we could drop off the child. And what? Oh, it's because of the cat hair from the last time. And we got some good workouts and I'm very excited about it. How you treat wait staff, whether or not you put the grocery cart back unless not physically able, tells me. Yeah, it's in Korea, it's not very common for people to put away carts in the right place. I try my best. I have a hard time, especially since it's I usually take if it's just me, I put the carts back where they should. But if I have my son and he's already sitting in the car, he gets really upset if I walk away from the vicinity of the car, even if it's like for 15 seconds. And so I try to put it in a safe spot. That's the only time that I don't put the cart back where it is. And usually I try really hard to do that. But yeah, that's definitely not a culture here. I do like this as a median though. Like, this is gonna be a fun median. Like a good boulder, you know? Let me see. The house situation's probably gonna be a little bit on the smaller side though. 2, 3. Oh, we can actually probably keep Muffy there. Maybe possibly. Maybe possibly. This is actually coming together in a way that I, oh no, it's not, because it needs to be down one. Because I forgot about the space. Where's it? Oh no. Oh no. Wait, how did I math this wrong? I feel like I mathed this wrong. It was too sweet. Oh no. Okay, wait, no. We're gonna fix this. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. This is fine. Okay, so we're going to do this down. I keep forgetting about the nature between the median and this thing. Darn it. I was thinking myself clever. I mean, there's still like a bunch of space over here. I could branch this out. It doesn't have to be this close together, right? I think I actually, I think I do want this to be down a bit. I want to give villagers actual yards. So if we put Olive here, because 1, 2, this won't get rid of trees. So 1, 2, 3. You've changed your mind on Graham. He's cute. He is cute, right? Yeah, we'll do this. So basically where she was before. Maybe. Yeah, where she was before. And then do I want... Oh, this is hard. I think... Okay, let me... Okay, let's see. I'm gonna move you down a bit. 2... This must be so riveting of me just like arguing with myself over pathing. I've never given mine actual yards, my poor planning. I mean, there are people that, at least for city builds, they somehow are able to make yards but not yards, like it's stuff. And even if it's just like a tree and some flowers, I definitely want there to be something for my villagers. And I don't think that every villager needs to have like a background lore with their yards. Like, for example, I gave Sylvana the entire like farm of the island because that's what she's been all about, because she has a Happy Home Paradise prompt that's all about like making salad. And so I thought it'd be really cool. And it got to the point where Gonzo and Sylvana were cooking all the time in December, and they were making bread DIYs, and they were also doing jam and like pickled stuff DIYs. And so I was like, oh, well, that's how I knew that they were together, by the way, because they were making food that worked together. Hey, buddy. I need you to like move over there. Thank you. So yeah, this is an option. I can do, instead of like well, it's still going to be pretty gritty, but I can do it so that we don't have to move Muffy, really. We don't actually have to do that. I can put fencing here so that the yards are distinct. That's an option. And I think what we can do is maybe close this here, right? Well, yeah, of course you would give your bestie her own garden. That is required. Naturally. Obviously. Right, that's 2. Yeah, I think, yeah, that's it. And then I basically just want these paths to make sense for me. You know what I mean? Like, I want them to be distinct, and like there's a clear indication of sidewalk versus regular road. And I think we're gonna make that happen, which is very exciting. Yeah, like, okay, so that was the correct move. And of course, all of the other houses are in the way of this, which is awesome. Love that for me. So we'll do 1, 2. Yeah, and then we need a space of grass. And then we're gonna have the road 1, 2. And then another space for grass, and then this will be the rotation. All right, I think it's starting to officially come together, because then on the other side of this, we can have the yards, I think. Maybe. Maybe, possibly. Oh, no, not you, though. Not you, though. That's not what I meant. Just kidding. Or we can do something a little bit different. Yeah. Yeah. I'm holding off on getting my final villager so I don't have to worry about another house. That is always a good plan. I know that there are people who play Animal Crossing New Horizons where they only have 8 villagers, that they don't want 10 villagers. I think that's really interesting. Gotta go help repair a fuel line. Have a great rest of the stream. Well, we're gonna be actually ending here in like a couple of minutes. But thank you for coming and hanging out. I appreciate you. Let's see. Yeah, actually, I think this may work. Maybe, possibly. Yeah, I think 8 is the bare minimum you need. Is it? I thought it was all 10, because I know that you need 8 as a bare minimum for 3 stars. I know that's a thing. He's going in. There we go. And yeah, I think we'll just keep going right here. 2 and 3. There are so many things. There's so many I like that limiting it to 10 is hard enough. Yeah, I think that a lot of people are saying, why don't we have 13 or 15? Because I know that in population growing, I think you could have up to 15 in your town. Which I think with the size of Animal Crossing New Horizons, that may be a little too much for me personally. All right, where is this? Okay, we're gonna put you over here for now. Where's the barrel? Where's the barrel? There we go. we go. And there we go. Bubble machine, obviously. I think I'm gonna put more bubble machines. That was another goal of mine, is because I love bubbles. Not the villager, the actual like concept of bubbles, that I could do something fun with that. Yeah, this is gonna be a really fun median, I think. And then we'll have a main road that goes to the museum, and I think that'll lead to the rest of the nature part of the island, I think. That would be really cool. So I think I like the build I have for the campsite, but it's so far away. And I think it'd be really fun to have, like, I don't know, like a campsite thing that's connected to the museum. I don't know if anyone else has experienced that, where you have museums that are in nature parks, but there's like camping in the same nature park. I think that'd be really fun. All right, and then we put it here. Oh, that connects. Interesting. All right. I think it'd be cute if former villagers came back to visit. Yeah, no, absolutely. Or, you know, they remembered you on villager hunts. That's still my biggest gripe. Oh yeah. This is gonna be enormous. So we can have a villager here. Yeah, we can basically have the same four villagers over here. What I may do is I may move our pal Marty, who had the whole food situation, over here because it's by the market. I think that would make much more sense, actually. So I'm actually gonna move Marty over so I don't forget. And then that'll be our final piece de resistance for today. Market Marty, yes, Market Marty. Yeah, because then we can have like a cute little sitting area with that. You also found a muffin, proud of you. I also should make a muffin. The banana muffin idea sounded really good. Yeah, I also wish that the villagers would interact with the NPCs. It's nice when they say like, oh, I heard or I just saw Flick visiting or something. And I know that there was a few where they're like, I felt a disturbance in the forest when you had Wisp visiting. That's really cool. Let's see, an island home. Yeah, we're going to actually move Marty to over there. Let's do it. I think it'd be really cool if they actually caught bugs and fish instead of like attempting and then they lost it. Personally, I want to see them actually catching. Yeah, that's what yeah, I agree. I think that'd be really cool, especially if you are moving towards a single player experience with Animal Crossing. It's fun to have villagers actually beat you at things, or that you have to work for it. Oh, I agree. CJ and Flick together would be really darling. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, friends, I think that is it for the day. Thank you all for hanging out and being part of my Monday. So whatever daytime it is for you, I hope that you are filled with as much peace as you are capable. And if it's possible to make more peace for yourself, please do that. Oh yeah, we're gonna put you right. You're right. Oh, no, not there. Not you, though. Not you, though. No. This here? Let me imagine it. CJ and Flick should take over the wedding event. Oh, this is perfect. That's so cute. But thank you all for being part of my mess on, I think is next stream. I think next stream is Pokemon. So I will be playing Pokemon Shield. No, yes, Pokemon Shield. Yes, Pokemon Shield. And Friday we'll be doing the 250 chicken challenge. So thank you all so much. Let me move you over here. Is there somebody who is presently live that we can share you beautiful people with? Let me see. Thank you. All right, let me do this. Let me see. Anybody? Well, Deconstruction Gaming was just here. Oh, he's moved on to his Joja playthrough. I think he's doing a all Joja, like all the mods that are revolving around Joja Mart, like the playthrough. So let's go give him some love. And he's always a great person to see. So please be sure to leave a like at the very least if you like his vibe, which I'm sure you will. Please subscribe. He is he is a really sweet person. So see you all Wednesday if you are free, but I'm going to leave you with a sentiment that I leave on every live stream and video, that I hope you're being kind to yourself, being kind to others, and making art and playing games, and encouraging others to do the same. Send me vibes for completing this bloody game dev course so that I can actually get started on my prototype. That's what I'm hoping for, and also going to go eat, but I'll catch you in the next one. So thank you all so much for watching. I know where all my stuff is. I'll see you later. Bye!